Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up? I know it's been a while. I apologize. Life's just been, you know how it goes. With being a part-time entrepreneur, as I like to call it, and a full-time 9 to 5, which in reality is more like a 4 a.m. to 7 p.m. And get in my personal goals when I can type of gig. That's what I got going on right now. So, I call myself a part-time entrepreneur because I'm not yet paying myself full-time for it. Like, meaning I don't pay my bills from my part-time business. Although I don't like to call it a part-time business because I work on it every single day, it's not what's paying the bills currently. As you can see, I don't have a normal living room. This is my living room, my little warehouse that I'm sitting in right now. So I turned my apartment into my business, and you know, my life revolves around my clothing line, my business, which is iNCLYNE. If you hadn't known, if you're a new follower, if this is your first time tuning in, I wanted to welcome you. I appreciate you watching. It's good to meet you, or maybe one day, if I haven't met you yet, I will meet you. The whole point of this journey, the whole point of iNCLYNE is not for myself and my own incline in life. It's to relate to others, because I know every single one of us has an iNCLYNE story. A lot of ours are just different. So what I wanted to get on here today and talk about is my iNCLYNE and why I started the brand, where it came from, where I see it going, where I am right now, and you know, what some of my thoughts are up to date. So we're gonna hop right in. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, comment, you know, share it to a friend, tell somebody else about the brand. It means everything to me, you know what I mean? It's my whole mindset, my thought process, everything I believe in. Alright, I'm going to rewind to about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was sitting in Greensville Correctional Center. I had a dictionary and a notebook. I probably wrote down almost 3,000 words out of that dictionary, trying to find a name, a potential name for a clothing line. I thought about starting a clothing line, I think, because I knew that with my 12 felony convictions, my chances of landing a solid career and having a good job and all that was shot down. So I figured being an entrepreneur is my only route. Fitness hadn't really came into the equation. I hadn't really thought about being a personal trainer or anything like being a fitness influencer or anything fitness related. I knew I was working out hard, but that was because I wanted a better body. I wanted to get out with a good body and, you know, have a noticeable difference over the years, and coming home and being like, oh wow, I made the decision to get sober in there. I hadn't really known if I was going to be able to stick to it once I got out. I hadn't really known what was going to happen, but I had nothing but time in there to kill. So writing words down out of the dictionary was nothing, you know what I mean? I'm just sitting there anyway in a cell, so why not just write words down? So I thought it'd be cool to start a clothing brand. I've always loved fashion. I always loved motivational quotes and phrases. I thought that stuff was kind of cool. So I think I wrote down like 2,600 words out of the dictionary, trying to find a word that described my new life, because that's what I wanted my clothing line to revolve around. Like this new life, this new transformation, being a better version of yourself. So I wrote down 2,600 words that I guess essentially described that. None of them were iNCLYNE. Not even the real way to spell iNCLYNE. I thought this way was a lot cooler to spell it, but yeah, not even the real word iNCLYNE. I got out, forgot all about the idea. I just focused on just kind of grinding, putting my head down. I was adapting to society, working out twice a day, serving tables in a restaurant, expoing, and just kind of lost. You know, I had no real purpose. I was just like, I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I wasn't going back to drinking and using drugs, but this new life outside of the streets and living the life of being in the house, going home after work, trying to eat healthy, going to the gym, and this was new to me, you know. So not chasing money, staying out the streets, all that stuff, it was new to me. I didn't really know what to do with myself. So I'm like, man, something, I gotta be doing something, man. Something's gotta be bigger than this. And I believe that when you start getting anxiety over something, me personally, when I start getting anxiety over knowing that I need to be doing something, that's when I start doing something. Is when the anxiety starts to kick in. So I started getting anxiety. I'm like, yo, working out's not enough. I need something to fill these other voids that I have. So I'm working out, that's helping with the mental stimulation that maybe say like, or the physical stimulation that like the drugs would have gave me. That's helping, the working out's helping with that. Now I need something mental that can maybe like help where the danger and the mischievous and the fast money, the chase helped with. So I needed something to fill that void. Business, you know, I always liked business, whether it was the wrong way or the right way. I liked the idea of business, and because I knew I had all these, because I knew I had this record, having a good job wasn't an option. And I don't know if I even wanted to have a good job. It didn't sound exciting to me. Entrepreneurship, start doing my own thing, something that building something is what sounded exciting to me. Is what the only thing I think could fill that void that I was looking for, that I needed. So I started the brand. So I started looking for words. I started asking people in the restaurants, man. Some of these words and I didn't find one that really I fell in love with in prison, writing these words out of the dictionary. I didn't find one that I was like, that's the one. Every one of them sounds stupid. So, or just not enough for me to be like, I want to turn this into a business. I got out, started asking one of my bosses at the restaurant at the time, man, help me with this, man. Help me come up with a word. Help me come up with a word. So he's on Google spitting out words to me while I'm like describing what I wanted to be like. Going better, going uphill, being the best version. Da-da-da. He starts naming out words. He's like da-da-da, 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 incline, da-da-da, da-da-da. And I'm like, hold up. Say that again? He's like, incline. I'm like, incline. Yo, that's the one. And I got so excited just hearing that word. I was like, incline, incline. Hold up. I couldn't spell it the way that you normally spell it. So I'm like, already just kind of thinking of ways to spell it. This way didn't even cross my mind, believe it or not. I was thinking of stupid ways to spell it, but at the time, it made sense. This was the first way I wanted to spell it, without the I, incline. So I'm like, I put it in the group message to my two friends and my sister at the time, who were like teamed up with the idea, who were all about it, and they were like, yo, that's it. And I'm like, oh, we gotta find a different way to spell it. And then I start putting in like this word, and then I start asking people, and I'm like, how would you pronounce this? And they're like, Nicline, like it sounded like Chinese. So I'm like, fuck, this isn't, damn. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, I'm gonna add an I in front of it. But it's still kind of, and then I'm like looking for Google, I'm on Google and I'm typing in other Facebooks and Instagrams, looking for that word. I don't see it anywhere. I don't see anybody with this word. So I'm like, let's try it, man. Let's try this shit. This is like what I'm set on. So I get on apps, find a designer. The designer overseas is the way to go, or cheaper. I get on an app overseas. I start getting logos made. Nothing. And then he makes me these two logos, and boom. It was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like I just had a kid. You know what I mean? It was like I just had a baby. I'm looking at these logos and I'm like I just built a human almost, you know? So like I see these logos, I'm like, damn, this is it. So this isn't the logo, but it's on my back right here actually. One of them. That was the first one. Then there was the word incline. So anyway, got these logos, boom. You know, I've got a couple partners. We're all kind of operating. We get some T-shirts made. We're just operating straight off Instagram and Facebook, word of mouth. So we're all like, we've got our own people. We're just promoting, boom. We're getting it out there. And it's kind of, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's blowing up, but locally, people are hearing about us. People are knowing who we are. They're hearing about it more and more. And we just kept it going, you know? Kept it going. I still have great relationships with everybody that started with me. But it didn't end up being as exciting for all of them as it did for me, and as it still is for me. 3.5 years later, still not paying myself, still not able to operate full time with just a business. Basically operating it for free, enjoying it. I have my whole living room built I mean, I don't have a TV or a couch, you know what I mean? So like, I have a machine over there, I have, you know what I mean? I have everything in my apartment that, you know, I do have something every day for the brand, just to kind of keep it going. You know what I mean? I get a little bit of help here and there with little things, tasks, social media posts, some content. Everything happens because of me, but things are sped up and things, you know, are helped with other people, which I'm grateful for. So where I am right now, currently, I am in a gym. I'm a personal trainer at One Life Tech Center, full-time. I quit the restaurant industry. I'm a director of functional high-intensity classes, classes at the gym called Fit 360. It really helps with the brand, my clients, the gym life. It keeps my brand alive. I work a lot. Every time I get a break as a trainer, you get blocks because you kind of schedule people how you want. You get 2 hours here, 3 hours here, and that's kind of how I get my free time. I bring my laptop in there. I do a lot of the photo shoots, make a lot of the videos and content at the gym or in that area. I don't really do much here besides orders or get on my laptop and place orders for things, supplies that I need. I don't really make much content here besides maybe a YouTube video like now, every now and then, describing like the mission statement, which is the goal of this video, to describe what this brand started from and why, and kind of go over a little bit of the day-to-day life of owning a clothing brand. So I actually wanted to make another video with like tips on how to start your brand, things to look for that can maybe kind of speed you up a little bit faster than how I got started. Back to the beginning. The beginning, I changed my life. I got sober, I got out of prison, I've been in and out of jail my whole life. You know, there's no way to really describe my whole life besides the opposite of what I'm doing now. And you know, some people might say, nah man, nah, there's no way, you know what I mean, there's no way. But I'm telling you the truth, you know what I mean, I wasn't the same person as I am now. I was really the opposite. I always had a good heart, you know, I never did people dirty. I was never the type to burn bridges necessarily, unless I didn't care about you at all. Then I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? I changed everything. I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. That life just got completely old to me, you know what I mean? So like, I've done it all, you know, so I've done everything you could think of in that world. So I figured, if I got sober, holy shit, there's a daddy long leg on the wall. Anyway, I thought, if I just got sober and I had the energy, what am I capable of? Like, what are my possibilities if I just snapped out of it? You know what I mean? I got all this, I've always had energy, I've always been motivated, but I was just motivated and had energy for the wrong things. So now I'm like, damn, what? And now I see the energy that I was wasting back then, you know what I mean? I got energy to make YouTube videos on Sundays, you know what I mean? I don't really watch the games anymore. I don't partake, like, I'm not doing the things that, I'm not wasting my mental space anymore. Meeting up with people, selling drugs, doing drugs, going from house to house parties, chasing money, you know, I'm not doing none of that. So I'm not doing anything pointless anymore. Everything is for growth now. So yeah, man, it's like I changed, and I know there's other people that change out there. So I'm like, man, what? I wear this brand, I look in the mirror and I'm like, I gotta hold myself to this, you know what I mean, the meaning of this. So maybe if somebody else puts this on, they might think the same way. They might read it and be like, yup, build, climb, rise, grow. You know, I mean, I don't really see any, I mean, this is for everybody, trust me. If you're in the streets or you're living that life and you even have the thought of like doing better, it's for you. I mean, you know, if you're just like a serial killer, I would say probably don't wear my shirt, but you know, anyway, it's for everybody. But specifically the people who have been through things and have overcame them or want to overcome them, and just believe in that incline, you know what I mean, that incline in life. So I feel powerful when I wear it. So my goal is, my hope is that somebody else can feel powerful too. So that was the whole point of starting the brand. And I've lived through it. I've you know, 4 years out now, and you know, I'm still sober, still living strong. Fitness is the huge part of my life. It revolves around, my whole life revolves around fitness. It changed me. I'm a different person. I believe in different things. My morals, my character, everything's different about me. So, and I believe it was the journey and kind of also, like if sometimes I think if I didn't start the brand, where would I be? You know, if I had never started this, would I still have the same mindset, or did this kind of help me with my mindset as time went on? You know, like what else would I have done if I didn't start this brand that's so meaningful to me? So that's the reason behind it. Combining fashion and fitness. Fitness was the root of it all. So combining those two things, I always cared about, like, you know, the appearance. I always thought appearance mattered, especially when it comes to confidence, and confidence is what gives you the power to do things that you might be scared to do. So appearance, confidence, it all goes hand in hand with getting things done, taking action. If you don't have confidence, you're gonna take action on things. You might be scared of them. You might be scared of judgment. You might be scared of what other people think. Fear of failure. You know, that was big. That's big. And I don't have the most aesthetic eye in the world. I get help, but I think I can adapt to trends, and the, you know, like I said, the meaning is so powerful to me. I can put it on something and it resonates. But I appreciate y'all letting me share my mission statement. If I left anything out, please let me know in the comment. Please ask if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm busy, but I'm not that busy. You know what I mean? I can make time for you. So, and especially if I could help somebody, I'd love to make time for that. So, if you have any questions, just please reach out. Do all the things. Subscribe, share, like. Peace out. Fuck you, Daddy Longleg.